din, 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 din. Survivor's back. It's fucking back. No Me Too or political crap. Motherfucking Survivor, Johnny, is back tonight. And I'm pumped because finally it took 12 episodes, my brother, for Survivor to give us, for me personally, what we love about the show. And it was entertaining. I laughed. I cried. I said, what the fuck are these crazy people doing? I looked over at my kids. We were talking about it. This is why I love the game. I was so fucking tired of seeing the bullshit that we've seen earlier in the season, and it's like Survivor's back. And Jonny Fairplay, welcome to Survivor NSFW, everybody. Jonny, what was your first impression of tonight? Because I'm fired
up. Wow. I wasn't expected to be serenaded to start the podcast, so that is pretty huge. I loved it. I mean, we were. This is what I consider my episode every season, the Loved Ones Challenge. So start off with something that's near and dear to my heart, and then to see that live tribal and gameplay. I mean, it was just nonstop gameplay, and then a crazy Survivor, I think, makes for great television as well. I have not and am currently not a huge Nora fan, but she's great TV.
She is. She's great. She's a loose cannon. She's fucking crazy, and you cannot trust crazy.
No, you cannot work with crazy. So, but it's.
But dude, before we get involved in the episode, so we have what's called, everybody, a Patreon page, right? And what that is you guys listen to the podcast every week on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. And we have something that if you guys want to support the podcast and basically help Jonny and I continue to do this, because there's costs associated and time and microphones and equipment and hard drives, a lot of things that go into this podcast. So if you want to put a little tip in the tip jar, as Jonny would say, check out patreon.com/Survivor NSFW. We got a lot of cool different tiers. As little as, hell, you can just put $1 in if you want. But I think, Jonny, tell them kind of the tiers that we got going on right now. And you can do these tiers and get some cool stuff for stocking stuffers.
Yeah, we have a tier where you can support the podcast. We have a tier where you can get a Survivor NSFW Idols poster. Can you see that?
Let me see. I'm going to click right here. Bam. Well, no, you can't. There you go.
Right there. And that was drawn by Eric, the ice cream scooper. And so for $20, which if you go on eBay, it's $20 to buy. You also get all the content, our Q&As, our top 10 list. You get to become a member of the secret Survivor NSFW Patreon Facebook group. And that's where you submit the questions for the weekly Q&A. It's a really cool community. It's fun stuff. And then we have a Black Friday tier in which you get a buff and autograph pictures and the poster. We also have another tier. I think it's the Outcast Twist, and that you get autograph pictures from some of your favorite castaways each and every month, along with a phone call from Jonny Fairplay. Doing the phone calls, I believe, tomorrow. For this month. So get in, support the podcast, the best way to support the podcast. And that's patreon.com/Survivor NSFW. But Matt, we have breaking news.
Dude, we do have breaking news. So here's the deal, everybody. So
peek behind the curtain.
Yeah. So peek behind the curtain. So I just got notice from my day job, that I have to go to Norfolk, Virginia for a few days in the month of December. And it just so happens to be the same time as the damn Survivor finale. So I was like super bummed. I was like, dude, God, this freaking sucks. But then it's like, wait a minute. Norfolk, Virginia. Jonny lives in Virginia. Fairplay. How far do you live from Norfolk, Virginia? And Jonny's like, oh, I live a few hours away. So by random circumstances that are rare and never happen, Jonny hits up a bar.
A brewery.
I'm sorry. Yeah. A brewery in Norfolk. And we are doing a Survivor live podcast finale extravaganza in Norfolk, Virginia. Jonny, give him the details.
Well, it's so crazy. So a year ago, Lex from All Stars in Africa, he hits me up. He's just like, "Hey, there's this brewery, or God, maybe it's been more than that. Maybe it's a few years now. Anyway, there was a brewery out of Virginia that did a collaboration with Lucky Charms and made a Lucky Charms beer.
Yeah,
and that brewery is Smartmouth Brewing." And so when Matt, lays all this on me last night, it's just like, hey, I'm gonna be in Norfolk. Can you do anything? And we're trying to, see if Matt can get to me in time from there. Nothing works out, and I'm just like, okay, well, let me do a search on breweries in Norfolk. The number one recommended was Smartmouth Brewing, and I'm just like, oh, how do I know that name? Because of Lex. And then I hit them up. They're like, oh my God, we have something every night, the night of December, except for December 18th. So we worked everything like they didn't open till 4:30 today. Everything worked out by 5:30. We are going to be in Norfolk, Virginia in 2 weeks from tonight. That's Wednesday, December 18th. VIP starts at 6:30. We're doing a meet and greet. You get autographed pictures. I'm bringing autographed pictures of some of your favorite survivors as well. And at 7:30, the doors open to the general public. And tickets for that are only $25. And you can watch Survivor, the finale, 3 hours with me and Matt. And then afterwards, we're going to do the live podcast. Boom, there we go. It's going to be a really cool deal. Really excited to be in Norfolk at How appropriate is it that we're at Smartmouth Brewing?
It's awesome. It's almost like it was meant to be, dude. I mean, for it's like my trip went from me like dreading going there just because the week before Christmas and like, oh, I'm not going to be able to like watch the show with my family, to me going there and doing a live Survivor NSFW podcast event with Jonny Fairplay. So if you guys know anyone in the area, please come out.
Yeah, very short notice. Yeah, we only 2 weeks. But if you go to survivortix.com, that's survivortix.com, get your tickets now. And once again, VIP is limited. And you get preferred seating, best spots near the TV, the meet and greet. We tell stories that we're not. Oh my God, you want to hear some stories that we're not allowed to tell? I got the fucking stories.
Oh yeah,
the phone calls I've gotten in the last 3 days from who. I am very anxious to see how this finale goes down, because who you people think is a bad guy and who other survivors think might be the bad guy, I think vastly differ.
Yeah. Go to survivortix.com, survivortix.com. Spread the word on your social media. Come out and see Jonny and I, which is a rare thing because I'm never at these events.
No.
Except unless it's in my town.
Everyone expects you to be there, but you're not.
So dude, I'm stoked. So here we go, dude.
A quick shout out,
yes.
Because there's some supporters there, plenty of haters there as well, but lots of supporters at Survivor Reddit. The Survivor subreddit was the 9th most popular Reddit community this year on Reddit.
Wow, that's awesome. I saw that too pop up on my phone earlier. That's amazing. It's like, wow, Survivor season 39. It's had ups, downs.
Lots
I'm
to
already
talk
excited. About. Yeah, and I'm already excited for season 40. But dude, tonight Survivor was back. Day 31, they waste zero time going into the episode. There's no more previously on Survivor, which I do miss.
Yeah, I didn't tonight. Like even Piper is just like, they're starting with a challenge, and I'm just like, yeah. And honestly, it hit me so by surprise that they were just like, bam, here I was just, I completely forgot it was the loved ones coming, and then you figured, you're like, oh boy. Wow. What I'm typically against the not previously on. I mean, because I like to remember just like who got voted out last time. Like,
Right.
a week's a long time. When you got a lot of shit going on in your life,
right.
7 days is 7 days, brother.
Yeah.
So no, I loved it, and I will say that I hadn't noticed it before, but Piper hadn't watched last week's episode with me. She was I think she was with her mom. I don't know. There was some kind of it was Thanksgiving, so she was with her mom. So so it was a rare Wednesday that Piper wasn't with me, and so we watched the previous episode right before. And big takeaway, and I'm so shocked that I didn't realize this before. Tommy is Michael Rappaport. I mean, well, other than the fact that Michael Rappaport is entertaining.
Well, here's the thing. In Tommy's defense, I think Tommy seems to be a really good guy.
Oh, sorry. I
know you think he's boring, but the thing is I think that if he probably won't have a chance to ever go back, but if he did, I think he would probably lighten up a little bit, because I think I see, like, when I played, I was so focused on the game and serious and like, oh my God, I'm actually playing Survivor, that a lot of my funny factor and stuff I don't think came across on TV as much as it should have. There was stuff. I'm happy with my edit overall, but I think that Tommy's probably got some funny personality traits that he's so intense as far as thinking about the game that is coming across boring.
I just think he's boring.
Okay. Well, it's going to be interesting to talk to Tommy and see what his community and his students think of him as a teacher and everything else. But dude,
I heard a rumor that Tommy likes to stand outside of Sherwin-Williams. and he has like instead of like community challenges and like reward challenges, he just has a daily challenge to see what's more entertaining, watching paint dry or just Tommy talking. I heard he's never won.
Oh God, Tommy! I hope you're fucking laughing at this black-hearted asshole. Dude,
shout out to Sherwin-Williams,
dude. It is the loved one visit. Yeah. And this one did not disappoint. There's been a couple. Yeah. I mean, I always, like you said, this is the episode of the season. Yeah. Man, so the first one, loved one, comes out. It's Lauren's husband, Matt.
Yeah.
And not what I was expecting to be Lauren's husband. But that's not in a bad way. It's just like, wow, cool. Like, he seems like a totally cool dude. And
what were you expecting, Matt?
I don't know what I was expecting, dude. I just, it's like, put it this way. I'll just, peek behind the curtain, back it up. If no one knew who I was, and my hot ass wife was on Survivor and she's out there, and no one knew who I was, and Tessa, your husband Matt, comes out, and this fucking bearded troll with his dreadlock down to the floor, they're going to be like, this chick is with this dude?
Yeah. Well, and even reverse, like if she were to come out, they'd be like, well, she's not here for Matt.
Yeah. She must be here for Fairplay. Or no, she must be here for Cole Metters.
There's Ozzy.
Yeah. But anyways, no, so Lauren's husband, who I'm loving Lauren. I think Lauren's pretty. I think she's smart.
Her butt. Did you notice her butt?
Oh, of course.
Oh,
dude.
Man.
I noticed everyone's butt. I even noticed your butt, Fairplay.
I'm just sitting there. I'm going, Lauren's butt is pretty nice. And I'm just like, I hope that Matt did what he needed to present himself as he should to Lauren. And you know how you do that?
I manscaped.
With a little manscaped.
Dude, I want to tell you right now, if you're watching this on our YouTube live, I used, which you're not supposed to, but this was done on our Patreon podcast earlier this week.
There's only one rule, Matt.
Yeah, don't use your manscaping shaver that you use on your balls that you use on your face. But anyways, I was trimming my beard before Thanksgiving Day, and then I grabbed the Manscaped Lawnmower 2.0, and I shaved my face into a goatee, man.
Oh my God!
And then I used some ball deodorant. But I tell you what, dude, literally for anything you want to shave, it's waterproof. It's a lawnmower 2.0. You don't get, cut by the electric razor like you do sometimes. They have reinvented the electric shaver.
Yeah. They're who is the best in men's below the belt grooming. They offer precision engineered tools for your family jewels. It's the Lawnmower 2.0, has proprietary skin-safe technology, so this trimmer will not nick or snag your nuts.
And you can get 20% off, Johnny, plus free shipping right now with code SURVIVOR. You go to manscaped.com, you get 20% off plus free shipping. And always use the right tools for the job. Your balls will thank you.
Yeah, and also check out the Crop Preserver. I use the Crop. It's anti-chafing ball deodorant moisturizer. Okay, you put deodorant on your armpits.
And your balls.
Why are you not putting deodorant on the smelliest part of your body? I'm sorry, your balls stink. Use the Crop. Like, this stuff is not like, people hear Manscaped, they're like, oh, that must be a joke. No, this is real deal. Your balls stink and you should trim up down there. Your significant other will appreciate it immensely on both counts, being trimmed up and not stinking. And guess what the best part is? You're fucking aerodynamic. Being aerodynamic down there, you're doing extra damage, I promise.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So go to manscaped.com, use promo code SURVIVOR for 20% off and free shipping. So definitely try it out. And Johnny, I tell you what, this loved one visit after Laura, Tommy's girlfriend Nicole comes out.
Okay, so we have Lauren's loved one is her boyfriend Matt. Is their boyfriend or husband?
No, it's Lauren's husband, Matt.
Husband, okay.
Yeah, and then Tommy's girlfriend comes out.
Is his girlfriend? She
Nicole,
is. Her name is Nicole, and she honestly has to be the nicest person on the planet. To listen to that dullard every day and think that he's amazing in any way. I mean, she's a saint. She's an angel amongst the universe.
Well, Tommy is very excited that his girlfriend is coming out. And, I thought, hell, is he going to propose to her on Survivor? Who knows? I'm curious to hear if they're still together. What's going on with that?
There's no way. She watched the first 3 episodes and tapped out. There's no, I mean, think about it. I mean, I think she was looking for an out before he went on Survivor.
Oh, dude. So Tommy's girlfriend, Nicole, comes out. Tommy's crying. So Lauren is crying.
Yeah.
Tommy's crying. Karishma, the most hysterically emotional response. Now, dude, if my loved one comes out, if I'm in that situation, I'm going to be crying, right? Yeah. I'm going to drop to my knees and be like, praise God. My wife is here. My kids. Thank you.
Or even if it was me.
Or even if it was you, right? So
you'd be like, where did I sign the wrong name on the paperwork, Mark Burnett? How can we fix this? Is there any way we can pause the challenge and get Fairplay back on a plane in my correct one here?
So Karishma is literally freaking out.
Yeah.
Like, she is hysterical. And she basically, we see her husband Drew comes out, which is that's the arranged marriage type deal.
And lucky for him, he hadn't seen the episode when she discussed Drew previously.
Right. But she tells him, like, dude, I'm not doing well.
No.
I'm not doing well. And she's really like, man, this game is so crazy. There's no one I can trust. There's no one that understands me.
Yeah.
My husband understands me. So I think her seeing her loved one is a huge impact on just her well-being and emotional status for the game. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because she's defeated. She's mentally defeated every challenge in every tribal. Like every challenge, she has no shot. And every tribal, she's reminded that she's the low man on the totem pole.
Well, if you're watching YouTube, Kyle Dorr says, I thought that was her dad. That's pretty
well.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, you know what? People might say that when I walk out with my girlfriend.
Oh,
I mean, I am 20 years her senior. 19.
Oh, dude. So after Karishma's husband comes out, we see Nora's sister.
But I don't think
out.
they say that because I'm very young looking.
So. Right. You are. Yeah. Nora's sister comes out, and it's a sweet moment. It's you basically see Nora saying, "My sister's the little sister, but I want to impress my sister or whatever." She wants to basically.
She wants to emulate her sister. Her sister's her inspiration, and I'm guessing her sister has the ability to hold down a job as opposed to Nora. I think that's where
it was cool. So I like seeing these different dynamics.
I love it. I love it. You get a glimpse into the character that might have been fleshed out through 13 episodes.
Right. That's right. Then we see Janet's husband come out, and man, here's what I noticed about this. Like, she's jumps up on him, wraps her legs around him.
He's a strong man.
He is a strong man, he has a pink shirt on.
Yes,
and
very cool.
Basically signifying that their grandbaby is going to be a girl.
Yeah,
cool. So that was a cool moment. And
he reminded me of Lonnie, Lil's husband from Pearl Islands.
Oh, right on. Well,
it was a really, as opposed to Lil, seemed like a really good person.
Yeah. So here's the thing: Janet's husband makes this statement about Janet does really, like, it's almost like he was sticking up for the whole women's rights type thing, right? To Jeff Probst, which he doesn't know what's going on and how.
He doesn't know that we learned that 4 tribals ago,
right? So I found that I like the reason I love Survivor. It's a big sociology experiment, and the fact that he made that comment was just like, wow, that's pretty freaking crazy. It kind of brings things back into just full circle, and like, wow, like she's like that in a real life.
But I think it was also a declaration. He was giving a declaration for Janet, and so I think it was self-serving, but in a good. I don't think he did it poorly. I think he did it.
No, it wasn't. I think
it was very much self-serving. Let's not.
Right. So then we see Dean's mom come out. And they Dean really didn't get super emotional. He was more like stoked, like, yeah, mom's here, and they seem like they have a cool relationship. And
there was I thought they were gonna like make out. I felt like it was a little uncomfortableness for me as a viewer. I don't know. Right. I'm glad they didn't.
Right.
But she's an attractive woman, and he's a good-looking guy, so maybe. I mean, but that's just not.
So yeah, that was just kind of whatever. But then Dan's son comes out, and I tell you what, as much as earlier on in the season, there was a lot of I don't know the whole true story of what went down with this whole inappropriate touching stuff. That was a huge thing in the Survivor community.
Yeah,
I've moved past that.
I feel like I learn more every day.
Yeah, all right. So I've moved past that, and here's the thing, dude. Dan's son, who's 13, comes out. And to me, it was super cool. Dan was emotional. The fact that Jonny, we have kids, right, that are around that. Well, my son Ryder is 13.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing my boys on the couch, and I just was like, I'm putting myself in that scenario.
Same here.
My boys coming out, and I'm like tearing up just thinking about myself. Out there.
I teared up too. I teared up for the last 2. I teared up for Dan and Elaine.
Right. So man, it was cool. I mean, what kind of experience? Imagine Piper or Madeline when she gets older, or Ryder or Cannon being able to come out and see their dad on Survivor. That's fucking cool.
Well, I can tell you right now that Madeline would chew on something, but
I know she's like 60, Jonny.
No. I then too. I think I'm worried, but no. Piper would be laying down some smart ass one liners.
Oh, she would. Dude,
she'd be shitting on Probst, and as soon as I laugh, she'd shit on me twice as hard.
I know she would, because she said funny shit at my house before, dude. She's funny.
But she knows how to hold court.
She does. It was super cool.
Yeah.
And I started thinking though, like, man, like Tessa looks over at me and she's like, dude, like, it sucks because that kid had to like watch his dad on Survivor with this whole debacle. That's what bothers me about the whole, whether or not who knows what the truth is, but the fact that like, dude, Dan got dragged into the mud. I'm looking at Dan from the stuff I saw edited and the way CBS portrayed the stuff that Dan was a creep. That's what I perceive that. So if I'm seeing that and thinking that, then the majority of the world is thinking that, right? I hope.
I think real quick. I think a big takeaway before you like the number one person against Dan when that came out, was Janet. Janet was the one that drew a line in the sand. Is like, I'm here for you girls. I'm here to be your protector. And who is Janet's number one ally in this game? After a conversation with Dan and addressing the situation with Dan, and that's Janet.
Yeah, right.
I think that's extremely telling for all these people casting judgment and saying, it's just like, well, I'm like, well, I saw things too. And what I think the finale will be very interesting.
Oh yeah, I do too. So I like I said, I've moved on from the Dan thing. I love Survivor. I was tearing up over Dan's family visit. He was obviously just like, oh my God, my son's here. Like that. I'm hoping, Dan, A, if you're listening, B, just, I really hope that despite the shit bag season that this has been, that you can look back on the one thing, and that's you made it to the loved one visit and your son got to come out there and experience being on the island that you were on in Fiji. So no matter what was shown on TV, you have that forever. You and your son, when he's freaking 30 years old and you guys are getting hammered at a bar somewhere, you can laugh about it, I hope. So it was super killer. After Dan's visit with his son, Elaine's girlfriend comes out.
Real quick before we fast. No one under the age of, is it 18 or 21 has ever been allowed to go out there.
Wow. Yeah. That's nuts, dude.
So that was huge for Dan to have his 13-year-old son be able to come out.
Yep. I know. So basically, after that goes down, we see Elaine's girlfriend. Now, explain to me. So she's got this girlfriend, and tell me, Jonny, because I kind of missed it. I don't know if I was grabbing a drink or something.
Sure.
So she's got this girlfriend who has children from a previous marriage with a man. Is that correct? And then
just from a previous relationship, assuming it was a man, but yeah.
Okay. I just didn't know. Like, was she married to a man and was a straight woman that had kids and had this not that anything's abnormal, but I'm saying like she went from that to divorcing, because I saw Elaine say that she was, they're super tight. It was a beautiful thing seeing them together.
Yeah.
And I've seen on social media them together. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So like, I'm trying to think why Elaine said like, man, it was kind of hard at first for the children to embrace their love. Do you have any light to shed on that I might have missed?
No, I mean, she just said one kid is in college and the other one is younger, and the younger one is her best friend.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
So yeah, no, I mean, like you see Tanya's pictures on Instagram and Facebook and of the two of them and of the kid and stuff, but they seem like so ridiculously happy. I did like, when she was like the younger kid said that he's now taller than you, Elaine. Elaine, the busted can of biscuits that she is. T-shirt available at JonnyFairplay.com, and with every T-shirt you get a phone call from Jonny Fairplay.
We love Elaine, and here's the funny thing. First of all, Elaine has lost a shit ton of weight on this season.
She has.
Second of all, when she's walking around tonight, I said, dude, that looks like the female. Like her body style looks like the female version of Russell Hantz. It does, dude. Just as stocky. I was like, it's the female body type of Russell Hantz. But dude, Angela Norris says, I love Elaine.
Nothing makes me happier than hearing you say that.
Dude, I love Elaine. I loved watching her. I love the fact that we got a lot of confessionals. I think it's funny that she ends up finding an idol in this episode and hides it in her redneck pocket, which is her sports bra, you know? So after Elaine's girlfriend, it's Nora's sister, right?
But no. Nora's sister was
did she? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Elaine's girlfriend. No, here's my notes.
Yeah.
Nora's sister got to watch
with
the
Jeff.
challenge close by because of her vision impairment.
Yeah, really cool deal. I like that.
I do.
Not that she has a vision impairment. Dude, I didn't think that was cool. I was like, vision impairments suck.
Well, I was wondering, like, is this chick lying, saying she has a vision impairment so she can get a better seat in the house?
Yeah.
I thought it might have been a Jonny Fairplay.
I thought she might have been blind, and I was just like, did we miss that she was blind? I mean, like, because she came out like I felt like she walked a straight line to Elaine to Nora pretty good. But I did like that Nora is so crazy that her sister, in support of her, refers to her as normal.
Oh, dude, I do too. That's hilarious. Yeah. But yeah, so she gets a closer seat to kind of check out the challenge. And originally Nora was like, "What's going on?" And Jeff's like, "Oh, she can't see very well, so I'm hooking her up." And
we're asking her to leave.
Yeah, right. So at the end of this challenge, dude, it was a brutal challenge, right? And at the very end, Tommy and Janet win this challenge. And they are able to choose people to. It's always like that. If you play Survivor in 2019 or 2020,
no, not if you're Jonny Fairplay and you win the Loved Ones Challenge and put your entire game on the line on this one bold move just to make amazing television and solidify yourself as the greatest heel in the history of fucking reality TV. No, then you don't get to fucking pick anyone, Matt.
Yeah, dude, I know that's fucked up, but I do know that like now it's like, do they always like, sometimes it's like you can sacrifice your loved one visit and let everyone have one.
Yeah.
But so
now it's done to show alliances. I mean, it's there to fuck up your game and show alliances.
Oh yeah. Yep. Right. That's right.
And it does.
It does. So Tommy and Janet win, and they choose Dan and Lauren to come along with them. And that does not sit well with Nora, all right, which we're going to get into.
Or the internet prior to tonight's episode, not understanding why in the world that someone would choose Dan.
Right. So we go to the family visit feast. They're all hanging out, having a good time. You know, it's like a dream come true. They're in Fiji. But then there's got to be some strategy talk about their alliance and kind of like, man, what's our plan moving forward? Which I think is smart. You got to talk about the game.
Did you notice on Janet's confessional, she's like talking about her husband. She's like, she's fucking hammered.
Yeah,
her eyes are fucking bloodshot. And I was going, she's fucked up.
Well, dude, I mean, hell, first of all, you're not eating much out there. And if there's alcohol at the challenge, you're going to get freaking buzzed as hell very fast.
Very fast. Yeah, but she's like, he's so great.
Right.
He's the best.
So they're at this feast, right? And they're all hanging out and having a good old time. And then they go back to camp, and Nora, crazy Nora, starts talking to Dean and Karishma.
She's cutting a promo, brother. I mean, that was like I don't know when the last time you watched wrestling was, but most Monday
1980.
night. Perfect. Same. Monday Night Raw usually begins with like a either a good guy or a bad guy cutting a 15-minute promo to start the show. And I'm just like, wow, this is Monday Night Raw. This is Nora cutting her promo, brother.
She was cutting a promo because she is going on and on and on, and everyone's kind of like falling asleep. She, it's insane. Right?
Yeah, but they're also smiling. They're just like, this is exactly what we wanted. The one chink in the armor is falling right. Crazy Nora is going crazy.
That's right. And dude, I mean, from the beginning of the freaking season, I know for a fact I've said that Nora cannot be trusted. You can't work with crazy, dude.
No.
And
Well,
you can't.
did you like how she started her soliloquy? She got what did she say? She says, Nora goes, I am the charisma of Volkai, but I'm enjoyable.
The shit she says is money, dude. I mean, this is the charisma show.
Just like charisma.
Nora show,
I'm fun and entertaining and great. Just like charisma, except, with positive attributes.
Yeah, dude. It was hilarious. So Nora's going off.
Yeah.
And it just reiterates how she's entertainment television. It's like she's hilarious to watch. And the way they edit it was pretty fun and hilarious. And then they start talking about, man, there's got to be an idol out here, right? And she starts talking about the color blue. And if we all think about the color blue.
Well, you have to use veticular activating system.
Yeah. What is that? See, here's the deal. She was like, blue, blue, blue. We got to find something blue. And you know what else is blue, Jonny Fairplay? Is freaking Blue Chew. I was like, is Nora talking about Blue Chew or idols?
You would be shocked to see what my notes say right there.
Yeah. Dude, she must be talking about Blue Chew. Go to bluechew.com. That's blue, like the color blue, like what Nora is trying to find this color for the idol. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. So they work, Jonny Fairplay. You can take them anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach. And since they're chewable, they work up to twice as fast as a pill. Jonny, speak from your experience that you talk about in our Patreon group. How does Blue Chew work for Jonny Fairplay?
I just like to have the ability to be ready whenever the opportunity arises, just like I'll arise. All right, Matt, it's been a tough week. The girlfriend and I, we had Thanksgiving, we're with our respective families, independent upon of one another. Also there's, womanly things going on, over the past week.
Yeah.
All that ends Friday.
Yeah.
I got a text message. It says, "You are so sexy. I cannot wait to get my hands and mouth all over you."
Yeah.
Followed by the fire emoji, the winky emoji, the mouth emoji, the tongue emoji, and the eggplant emoji. And 2 water emojis. This is followed by the monkey emoji covering his mouth, a girl doing the splits, the Vulcan thing, and another tongue. I immediately checked my Blue Chew stash, ran to the computer, went to bluechew.com, promo code Survivor, re-upped just in case I need backup. Oh my God. I would get a Blue Chew tattoo across my lower region just saying thank you for the weekend I'm about to have, courtesy of bluechew.com, using promo code Survivor. So the reason I did that, because you get free Blue Chew. And you too can too. You just pay the $5 shipping. Go to bluechew.com, use promo code Survivor. It is free. It is the better, cheaper, faster choice. We want to thank them for sponsoring the podcast, but don't thank them. Don't thank us. Just go to bluechew.com, use promo code Survivor, get it for yourself. It works. It's amazing. Holy moly, will you do some damage with it? You won't embarrass your girl. Right. Your girl will be like, "Hey, can I do pull-ups on that thing?" It's like, yes. Your guy can too. They're not sexist. Anyone can enjoy the benefits of Blue Chew.
Well, dude, I was thinking about Blue Chew all night during this episode because of Nora's talking about finding it's got to be something blue. So go to bluechew.com right now. Use promo code Survivor, and you get free. Basically, all you do is pay the $5 shipping.
And what do you get? Like when they send it to you, hashtag super hard dicks, and send your picture.
Nope.
Yes. Oh, and Matt has it. If you're looking to where to find Matt on Instagram, it's at the Matt.
Oh yeah. Bad idea. Angela Miller says Matt likes when you send him Blue Chew pics. Go to bluechew.com. That's blue like the color. And thank you for sponsoring the podcast. So, dude, Elaine finds an idol. Wow, she's stoked. She stuffs it in her stinky, disgusting sports bra, probably, and she's keeping it there until she needs to use it.
I think later in her shoe is what we learned.
Yeah, because she says it smells like feet. That's right.
Yeah.
But she finds an idol. Good for you, Elaine. And next we go to the immunity challenge. This is a simple challenge. I love these.
Yeah.
And I ask my kids, like, hey, how do you think you'd do with this? You stand on one foot on a little wooden platform.
Yeah.
You're holding what looks like a bowling pin type looking thing out of wood.
It's I call it the 1 foot buoy rolling pin challenge. It's a rolling pin with a buoy in the center, and you hold that against a ball to a wall.
Yep. It was super cool.
We can make this.
We should do this. I would love to do it. And the thing is, as funny as Dean, who's like the most athletic looking guy out of the bunch, goes out first.
Yeah, within seconds.
Like
Jeff had just said go, and may have been possibly reminding them of the rules when Dean goes out.
Oh, yeah. He goes out immediately. It ends up becoming a battle between Elaine versus Lauren. And at first I thought Elaine might have it because
slow and steady.
Balancing it. Yeah, Elaine has when I looked at it, dude, the ball was like up a little bit higher, almost like she was balanced, like she had a better kind of like positioning, where Lauren had to really just put that pressure against the ball.
She was fighting.
And she was crying, dude.
Yeah. And Dan was smart in this too. I mean, a lot of people, take the blinders off for a second and watch the game Dan's playing. Dan smartly tells Lauren that, Dan tells Lauren, he goes, "You're good." And he follows that with, "You're both good."
Yeah. Right.
Not to kind of out himself and why create an enemy with Elaine when it's, it's just like, hey, I like all you guys.
Right. Yeah. Which is what you got to do. And he's playing the jury kind of deal now. You know what I mean? It's like, well, so smart move.
Yeah.
So,
and we both admitted that we're both, big fans of Elaine. I think it's safe to say we both love Lauren too.
Oh, I love Lauren.
Yeah.
I love Lauren. And it was funny because I was like, man, I really love Lauren, man. She's hot. She's smart. Or I didn't say hot. I said she's pretty. She's smart. Like,
I think she's hot.
Well, I do too. But Tessa was like, I forget what I said. Maybe I said, I think she should win because of these traits. And she's like, you think she should win just because she's hot? And I'm like, well, maybe. Fuck, I don't know.
That goes against what we learned about women on that one tribal that we're not allowed to think.
Dude.
Yeah.
Lauren wins a dream since she was 11 years old.
Yeah.
And I love seeing her journey. It was awesome.
Yes. So and that challenge ends going to commercial with Tommy boringly explaining that Karishma is an easy vote. Literally, I'm sitting there watching the challenge. I'm like, this is so awesome. And then Tommy starts, and I'm like, and what did I start dreaming about? Putting my dick in his Disney mugs.
Oh my God.
That's all I could dream about. And then it came back on. I heard someone other than Tommy talking. I woke up and I was like, ooh, this is going to be a fun episode of Survivor. We're back.
Oh, that's hilarious. So we find out this plan, right? So there's a plan of putting, 4 votes to Karishma, 3 votes to Elaine. Okay. You know, there's different scenarios going on. There's obviously 2 separate groups, 2 separate alliances, and then you have
they have the number. They have 3 and 2 according to the cool kids at the reward table.
Right.
because Dan did refer to the others as losers.
Yeah, oh, he did. That was pretty fucking funny. That was pretty funny. So, you know, Nora realizes, like, look, you know, I'm on the bottom. You know, I didn't get chosen for this loved one visit, and
but she wasn't really on. I mean,
she thinks that though.
Well, Tommy is Lauren's ride or die, so that was happening,
right?
And Janet is Janet might be close with Nora. She might be closer with Dan, but I think there was no way that you're going to tell a 13-year-old kid to get back on the boat.
No,
you know. So I don't think that Nora possessed the ability to take herself out of that situation because, you know, some may say that Tommy was more responsible for them winning that challenge than Janet was because he was kind of pulling, you know, Janet along the way. Right. So if anyone should have been given the first choice to pick, it should have been Tommy.
Yeah.
And Tommy deflected to Janet because if Tommy legitimately makes the first pick with his heart, he's choosing Lauren, and he didn't.
Right.
So it was like, you know, I think that I think Nora, once again, that emotion overrides anything else going on in her head. And
oh yeah, and did we see her telling Elaine and Karishma like this, like
here's
plan.
The vote breakdown. Yeah,
you know, she's like telling everyone, and you cannot deal with that. Nora, she starts going crazy, and you know you cannot work with crazy people, dude. I mean, we've seen this the entire season with Nora. She literally says at tribal council, she just like says whatever the hell she wants to say.
Yeah,
and we saw that tonight at the final tribal where she freaking blows the whole thing up.
We'll get there. So, but it's so crazy. So she reveals the plan. They decide they're like with the split votes, they have complete control. They might as well throw 4 votes on Tommy. Done deal. You know, and she's like, well, maybe we should split them 3 and 1. It's like, well, 1 does not. There's no reason to split. Just 4 on Tommy. That's it.
Right.
And she has to get leaves to count to figure it. Like she's still perplexed by the fact that 4 votes unanimous works.
Yeah.
And once again, observant Lauren sees that Nora has been missing, and she's not been missing with anyone from their alliance. She's been missing with others. And she's quick to point it out. Dan's quick to add in, this is bad. She, you know, if she's not with us, she's against us.
Oh yeah.
So physically and metaphorically. Yeah. And they were right. So, but let's fast forward to tribal council, and Dean, with a bold move, just looks over. I mean, I think Dean knew the ticking time bomb that Nora potentially was.
Yeah.
And he was like, because a lot of people, you know, and I was talking about it over the weekend, you know, they're just like, you know, is there any time you should be absolutely truthful? And I'm like, yeah, you know, to your core alliance, I think honesty goes a long way.
Right.
Like, you know, if they don't find you trustworthy, then how are they supposed to work with you? I'm like, however, a lot of people are under the impression that tribal council is the time to be truthful. Right. And I don't think so.
Yeah.
I disagree with that. And I think that Nora is one of those believers that tribal council is the one get out of jail. It's like, oh, I can be honest here and it won't hurt me.
Oh yeah. She's insane. So Dean tells Tommy, like, so Jeff's talking about the loved one visit, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden Dean's telling Tommy what's up. Like, dude, here's what the deal is. It becomes a live tribal.
Oh yeah.
And then Nora gets up and speaks the unspoken. She's like, which I was cracking up. She's like, I'm going to tell what's going on right now.
Yeah.
This is what's up. Elaine has an idol. This is who we're going to vote out. And I'm like,
yeah,
dude, like that is Nora has got to be the next person to go.
Yeah, I did
There's no way you can trust this girl.
I did like Nora saying, "Don't look at Pretty Dean."
Oh yeah, I know. But dude, shit went bananas. It's like,
yes,
and it was
big
entertaining as fuck. I loved it. And sometimes, you know, I mean, I'm like, when I played Survivor, none of this shit would be happening. There would be no talking whatsoever.
Well, would you Boston Rob? You Boston Rob them? No talking.
Well, dude, all I know, yeah, right. But speaking of Boston Rob, I thought Boston Rob was hilarious.
Oh, he had the line of the night.
He did.
The fucking line. It might have been the line of the season, and you know that I don't give compliments easily, especially when it comes to that dude.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So well, I mean, we'll go ahead. We'll
go ahead with the line. Go ahead with the line. Did you write it down?
Yeah. All that talk just to vote out Karishma.
I know. Dude, it was hilarious. Dude, it was beautiful. We see Missy. I miss Missy. God, I miss Missy and Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and Elizabeth. Yeah, Elizabeth looked great.
Yeah, so Missy's pretending to eat popcorn. Missy's pretending to eat popcorn.
She was doing Michael Jackson.
Yeah, dude, I loved it. Elaine plays her idol, says, "I'm sorry, it smells like my feet." Yeah. Boston Rob is hilarious. And Karishma ends up going home. And I think Nora is absolutely screwed. I think Dean's an absolute dumbass. I think Dean is what blew up Nora's whole deal tonight, really.
But who's to say she wouldn't have blown it up herself?
Yeah, I know.
I think he knew she was going to blow it up, and he's just like, you know what? I leapfrog someone somewhere in this core four by doing this.
Well, yeah, I hear you. And right now, if you're on,
because he's low, he knows where he is in the pecking order.
Yeah, right.
and you have to account for normalcy when it comes to.
Well, Chris Burns says right now in the comments, who's more annoying and can't shut up, Abby Maria, Gomez, or from Philippines, or Nora? Dude, no. I don't put them in the same deal. No. I loved Abby Maria. Yeah. Nora, I'm loving her for TV, but at this point, Jonny Fairplay, Karishma goes home, which I'm happy about.
Yeah.
And
once again, sure, she's a very likable person.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, she'll go to. I mean, honestly, she's one of my of this entire cast. She's one of my favorite. She has fun tweets, and a lot of this cast doesn't.
Well, right now, I really hope, as much as I love Elaine, I hope Lauren wins the game. I hope, I would like to see Elaine and Nora.
Oh, they're
go to the end.
One last
thing. Not Nora, Lauren.
Yeah.
I right now hope Lauren
wins
the game and Elaine comes in second place. Jonny, who is your winner pick? If you already know right now. Do you have one?
Well, before I get to that, just one last thing from Tribal.
Yeah.
Tommy goes, "It's teaching time with Tommy." I'm like, this might have been, or this was easily the best Tribal this season. Might have been the best Tribal in the last 5 seasons. Only thing, one line out of all of it sucks. It's teaching time with Tommy.
Dude, all I know is I can't wait to go to a charity event and see you and Tommy hang out.
No, I want Tommy do you have trouble sleeping?
Not at all. When we get off this podcast, I'm gonna go take a piss. I'm gonna crash.
So sometimes I have trouble. I would love for Tommy to do a podcast so I could go to sleep easier.
Shots fired. But so now we got that over with. Who do you think, or who do you want to win at this point in the game?
Who do I want, or who do I think?
Well, who do you think's gonna win?
I think Tommy.
Wow. Who do you want to win?
Anyone but Tommy. I mean, because I would imagine if he does win, he'll get one question at the finale. I don't even want him to get one.
Well, who would be a better winner though?
Anyone. Hold on. It's a 3-hour finale. I'm already going to be tired. And hearing Tommy talk for 4 minutes, shoot me.
So let me just ask you this.
Yeah.
if Tommy wins Survivor,
Yeah. Yes.
who do you think is a more deserving winner?
Yeah.
Tommy or Chris from Edge of Extinction?
Chris Disgraced Underwood.
Yes.
Tommy.
Okay. Well, there you go. Tommy, at least Johnny Fairplay says one positive thing about you.
But I don't mean it.
But Lauren.
Yeah. I'm rooting for Lauren and Elaine.
And Elaine, yep.
I don't have a problem with Dan.
Well,
boom.
Dude, there we go. That's why we speak the truth.
Huh?
We keep it real, and we tell it like we think, and that is what separates us from the rest. So check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Survivor NSFW. You can also go to survivornsfw.com, which has all the links to our YouTube page, the Patreon, johnnyfairplay.com, where you can buy t-shirts.
Tickets, survivortix.com. Join us in 2 weeks at the live Survivor finale. Hey, did you play for a chance at $150 tonight?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so I don't know if anyone, if you're following me on Twitter, you're following me on Instagram. We have a new friend at Fanium.
I got third place.
Are you serious?
Well, if I go to I mean, I could be wrong because I'm a dumbass with apps, but I go to the apps.
Yeah.
And now I'm assuming this is refreshed, but track live.
Yeah.
The leader was named Randall. And it says third place, The Beard.
Oh, wow.
So I missed. Yeah, I
might be an idiot.
I got third place, I believe.
Oh, I got fourth.
Well, you got right behind me.
Randall, yeah.
Yeah, Randall's leader.
I picked Dean.
I beat Johnny Fairplay. I beat Johnny Fairplay in this fucking thing.
Yeah, I'm not good at this. Okay, so if you're wondering what we're talking about, Fanium, it's a new app. If you search Fanium Challenge, that's FANIUM, and it's really easy to join. And you watch, like before a TV show, you answer questions, and there's 8 questions, who's going to go home, will somebody find an idol? Really easy shit. And you can win. Like tonight was $150.
Dude, I was third place, dog. And Angela Miller, one of our patrons, was 57th place.
57th place, yeah. If you're watching your favorite reality shows without playing Fanium, you're missing out on half the fun of watching reality TV. You can play against your friends, win real prizes by predicting what will happen on your favorite shows, and it's all free. And some of your favorite former contestants write the questions and play along. Ooh, I wonder who wrote the questions for. I did. I write the questions for Survivor.
Do you really?
Yeah. I mean, I just who do you think is going to go home?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
I got third place, dude.
Yeah. But anyway, check in with our leaderboards, compare your scores with your friends. If you see your name at the top, you win. They're up to $500 in prizes a day. All your favorite shows are on there. Play today and give your TV watching experience some more excitement. There's no other reality TV show prediction game like Fanium on the planet. I have the app, and I like playing against Matt Bischoff, even though he beat me tonight. So anyway, check it out. Search Fanium, that's FANIUM, right now, and download it in your Apple or Android app store.
Well, it was fun. And I just checked, and I'm happy. I had a good time. I'm glad I did it. So yes, one last thing. Be sure 2 weeks from tonight, Norfolk, Virginia. I've never been there. We're going to Smartmouth Brewery, and we're doing a Survivor NSFW live event where you can meet Johnny Fairplay and myself. You can get tickets right now at survivortix.com, survivortix.com.
Hey, first person to get their ticks, I'll see it because I'll get the email right here. 3 autographed pictures from some of your favorites. Just in addition to everything else, just bam. First
hell
person,
yeah. Well, spread the word. Anyone you know in the area, come on out, see us, hang out with us, watch the show that we love live in Norfolk, Virginia. So, guys, thank you. This was an awesome episode of Survivor. It's why we love it. Jonny, I will see you next week on another exciting episode of Survivor NSFW. Cheers, everybody.
Woo! Send your pictures to Matt Bischoff, Super Dicks.